Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we are going to discuss Principles of Programming Using C, BTU Model Question Paper 2024 Set 1 Solution. Question number 8a. Develop a C program to find largest of three numbers using pointer. This is a 6-mark question. So here, normally how we will implement largest of three numbers? Here we need to input three numbers A, B and C. We have to give us input. Okay, three inputs we have to specify, and with these inputs we have to compare. If A is largest of three numbers, so A is greater than B and A is greater than C in the sense. If this condition is true in the sense, print A is greater. Okay. Suppose if this condition is false in the sense, meaning is A is not greater than B and C. Okay. In that case, what we have to do? We have to compare with B and C. B is greater than C. If this condition is true in the sense, print B is greater. Suppose if this condition is false in the sense, you have to print C is greater. So this is the concept. If A is greater than B and greater than C, if you are comparing A with B and C, if it is greater in the sense, A is greater. So in this case, you come to know A is not greater than B and C. Then compare with B and C. B is greater than C in the sense, B is greater, else C is greater. So this is the logic to implement largest of three numbers. And this logic, we are going to implement with pointer. What do you mean by pointer? Pointer is a variable that refers to its memory location. That is the address of that particular variable. We will consider it. Instead of considering the value, for example, A equal to 5 in the sense, instead of considering its value, address of A we will consider. That is ampersand A we will consider. This ampersand A, if you are considering in the sense, where this variable value 5 is stored, its memory location. Memory address we will get it. Address of A, for example, here we will get it as 1000. And here with the pointer variable concept, we are going to implement this largest of three numbers. Okay. So here, first we have to include the required header file. The default header file we need to include here is stdio.h, standard input output header file. Okay. We are going to use the printf and scanf statement in C program. So we have to include this header file stdio.h. Then the main function, and this represents the start of the main function. And then the first statement inside the main function is nothing but the local declaration. Whatever the local declarations it is required, we have to use it here. So here A, B, C, three variables we are going to use, and star P1, P2 and P3. All these are pointer variables. Okay. So this ABC is nothing but the normal variable, and star P1, star P2, star P3 is nothing but the pointer variables. And then here enter three numbers. We have to input three numbers here. Okay, using printf and scanf statement, enter three numbers A, B and C. We have to input. Next up, the address of A, that is the memory location of A, store with P1, and address of B, store with P2, address of C, store with P3. Okay, and then check the condition. See here, instead of comparing the variable ABC, we are going to compare with the pointer variable, because address of A will be stored with the P1, and if you are using a pointer in direction with P1 in the sense, value we will refer it. If P1, star P1 is greater than star P2 and star P1 is greater than star P3. See here, we have used here A greater than B and A greater than C. Okay, instead of this A, we have used star P1, and instead of B, star P2. Instead of C, it is star P3. If this condition is evaluated to true in the sense, what is the meaning? A is greater, that is the meaning. So printf largest is star P1. Star P1 in the sense, what is the value stored with A, that will be printed as greater. Okay. Suppose if this condition is false in the sense, here we have to compare star P2 greater than star P1 and star P2 greater than star P3. Here you can include that condition also. If it is required for safer side, we can compare with both the variable. Okay, here we are checking star P2 is greater than star P1 and star P2 is greater than star P3 in the sense If this condition is evaluated to true, in the sense, what is the meaning? P2 is greater. That is the meaning. Largest is star P2. Suppose if this condition is also false and this condition is also false, in the sense, in that case, we have to print largest is star P3. Okay, you have to print largest is star P3. Then return 0. See here, what is the difference here for this one and this one? Here, instead of comparing the variables, we have declared the pointer variables. These 3 pointer variables will store the address of these 3 variables, and comparison happens with this pointer variables instead of this variables directly. Okay, so this is nothing but largest of 3 numbers using pointer. Now we will check the output here. So here output, if you are considering in the sense, here input 3 variables. I am giving 20, 50 and 100 I am giving. Okay, 3 variables. That is, here A value is 20, B value is 50 and C value is 100. Okay, and here if you are considering memory location, for example, here this I am giving as 1000. Since it is an integer variable, 2 bytes of memory location it will occupy. Okay, this is 1002 for B and 1004 for C. Okay, so this is actually the variable and this is the value. This is the memory location. Variable, value and memory address of this variable. Okay, so now P1 equal to address of A. So address of A is nothing but 1000 will be stored with P1. That is the meaning. Okay, and next 1002 will be stored with P2. 1004 will be stored with P3. That is the meaning. So P1 will store the value 1000. 1000 is nothing but address of the variable A. P2 will store the value 1002 and 1002 is nothing but the address of variable B. And P3 will store the value 1004 and 1004 is nothing but the address of the variable C. Now, this is actually the address. If you want to refer its address, you have to use the pointer variable. So, star P1 is nothing but star 1000. Okay, so star 1000 meaning is this 1000 is the address. In this address, what is the value? It will refer with this pointer. So, in this address, star 1000 in the sense, in this address, what is the value? Value is 20. Okay, so here it will compare 20 greater than 50 and P2 is 50. And here it will compare 20 greater than 100. Condition fails. Okay, can you able to understand? Here P1 is nothing but 1000 and star 1000 is nothing but 20. Similarly, P2 is nothing but 1002, star 1002 is nothing but 50. Value it will refer as 50. And P3 is nothing but 1004, and if you are using this pointer variable star in the sense, it will refer its value, that is 100. Okay, meaning is refer its address. This is the reference variable. It will refer its address stored here. Okay, that is the meaning. It will not consider this as a value. This will be considered as an address. Wherever you are using the pointer variable, the pointer variable will never store the value. It will store only its address. And its reference variable, if you are using in the sense, it will check in that memory location what is the value stored. Okay, that is the meaning. Now, this condition fails. So, it will go to else if part. And here it will check P2 is 50. 50 is greater than 20 and 50 is greater than 100. Condition, no, condition fails. So here also condition fails. Go to else part and it will print directly star P3. So star 1004. Okay, star 1004, what is the value? 100. It will print largest is equal to 100. It will print. Okay, so in the output screen, if you are considering here in the sense, first it will ask enter 3 numbers. Okay, what is the message in printf statement? As it is, it will print. Then we have to enter 3 values, 20, 50, 100 if we are entering in the sense. Here, this and all internally it will happen. Address of A will be stored with P1, address of B will be stored with P2, address of C will be stored with P3. Okay, and here all the way it will check the condition and finally it will print largest. Only the printf statement only, it will show the message in the output screen. Largest is equal to 100. Okay. So this is the output. We will get it in the output screen. So this is the logic of largest of three numbers using pointer variable. And if you are providing the C program with specific output, proper output, if you are providing in the sense, you will get 6 units. Thank you for watching this video.